Hi Gemini, welcome back to Omkaratarot and to your you versus them. Gemini, let's see how you're feeling now, how the person connected to your energy is feeling, and what action we can expect in this connection. And Gemini, these are general collective readings, may not resonate with all of you. Please keep that in mind. Take what works for you, leave the rest. So let's begin. Welcome back, all my subscribers, and welcome in newcomers. Gemini spirit. Alright, newcomers, I'm setting down two sets of cards here. One side will be for you, one side will be for your person, and in the center, I'm going to have your dialogue message cards, mutual energies. If this is your reading, Gemini, you'll know which side you resonate best with. For me, for me, this is going to be person A here, this is going to be person B. Bottom of my deck, I have the Two of Pentacles. Was somebody being juggled here? Did somebody tell a lie? I don't know. Because from one person's point of view, I feel they are absolutely single, abundant, doing really well, saying, you know what, the person I was dealing with, they were only playing mind games with me. They were playing hot and cold with me. They were not opening up their emotions. Things never took off. I was not happy in this connection because I found out they were playing me, or they were a player, or they wanted attention from other people as well, or something like that. The other person, they know. They know that they lied, and that's why they have been released. They are feeling blocked. Maybe this person was giving to more than two, I don't know, why more than one. Now they feel scared to take action, they're feeling hopeless, they're feeling they've lost out on their big star wish or something. So I'm going to, of course, clarify these cards and figure things out. But before that, Gemini, let me ask the universe. Spirit, what's going on in this connection with Gemini and their person? Why are they both feeling this way? At a deeper level, what's going on with them? Gemini and their person. Okay. And the first card here, Gemini says, patience. This may require some patience and understanding. Soon. Something is happening sooner than you expect. Chemistry. The feelings in this connection are mutual. All right. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's this person wanting to come back. Let's see. I'm going to clarify these cards, but let's also do your dialogue message cards, Gemini. Let's see if you guys could say something to each other right now, what that would be, and then we'll clarify the rest. Gemini and their person, spirit. Gemini and their person, if they could say something to each other now, what would that be? Gemini and their person, spirit. Okay. And just a few more from a third deck as well, and then we'll start the reading. Gemini and their person, spirit. If they could say something to each other now, what would that be? Was somebody claiming to be single first? I don't know. Let's see. Gemini and their person. Last one. All right, good to go. Let's start the reading. And gems, if any of you are looking for personal readings, my email is omkaratarot@gmail.com. You can reach me there. It's there in the description box below as well. So the first card here says, you were always my desire, the love of my life, but I didn't tell you. It shocked the hell out of me when you told me you felt the same, as I never expected that. You're all I want, but I just don't feel good enough for you. I want us to be able to talk through things properly. The only problem in your presence is all I seem to have is wild thoughts about what I want to do with you. I try to detach and let go, but then I get flooded with telepathy, dreams, and your strong energy, which takes me over. Damn it. If I ever made you feel less than, I truly apologize. My love for you never goes away. I still want us to be friends, but it's difficult right now. Telling you that I need you now will be the hardest thing I'll ever have to do. I'm a completely new and better person because of you. I can't wait to lay my head on your chest and listen to your heartbeat. I have other things on my mind now other than you. It was just not the right time for us. All right, so these were some of your messages. If these were resonating with your storyline, let's start the reading, Gemini. But first, I'm going to take an angel blessing card, and this one is going to be for the viewer of the reading, which could be you watching gems, could be your cross watcher. So, a blessing, guidance, advice, or a message for the person watching the reading. And this card here says pause. Maybe this pause was required for reflection. Maybe both of you had to learn some very important lessons, right? So this pause was like meant to be. Maybe you guys were soulmates, meant to meet each other, then go into reflection of what did I do or what should I do, or, what are the lessons I've learned. So let's see what that is and where this connection is going now. Okay, so Spirit, now tell me, let's start with person A's energy. And newcomers, please remember, these are not gender based. I'm not guessing which side you're on. I could be dealing with two Geminis on either side, right? But if this is your reading and you've been resonating till now, you'll immediately pick up which side you're on, who this person is for you. And yes, it can be a love interest, spouse, ex, secret crush, could be your business partner, your best friend, maybe a relative, who knows. Okay, so let's start with you, person A. Once I'm done with you, later I'll move to the other side. So tell me, how are you feeling? In your emotions, I see the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, person A says, I'm guarding my energy. I'm totally standing up for myself. I'm single, I'm abundant, I'm focusing on myself, I've got my boundaries, I've learnt my lessons. This person, yes, I did find them very attractive, but all they gave me was maybe some passion and it became toxic. I soon realized that they were playing mind games with me. They were making me feel as if I was not good enough for them. I think so. Person A is trying to tell me that, you know what, I don't want to be fighting for their attention or fighting or competing for them. Why? Why is that? Person A says because I realize that maybe they don't even love me. Why would they be playing hot and cold, always being emotionally unavailable, never expressing themselves to me, keeping things on hold, nothing really moved in this connection. Maybe, lack of reaching out to each other or something like that happened as well. Basically, person A says, I am not messaging them now because I took some time out to reflect. What is the lesson here, right? I realize that, I know I bring a lot to the table. I know what I want. I know what my, aims, ambitions are. Why am I keeping myself stuck here to a person who takes my love for granted? This can't be my soulmate. Yes, I think person A was angry and upset, but then when they took time out to reflect, they realized that no, this is not going anywhere. Yeah, they either found out some truth or they figured things out and realized that no, there is nothing on offer here. I'm disrespected, I'm not nurtured, I'm not cared for, and nothing is changing here. So, what? How do you see the connection currently then, person A? How do you see person B? How do you feel about this connection right now? Sun in reverse. Person A says, I wasn't happy because maybe they found out they were being juggled or this connection was always up in the air. They never knew where they stood with the other person, and that could have realized that their person was just wanting passion and nothing else, or just being a player or something. Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands, yep. Could have been treating them like a third party or a friend or a friends with benefits or something. Person A says they came in all sweet and loving and all that, but ended up breaking my heart. They made promises or, whatever, and they just ended up lying to me. Person A is also acknowledging they lied to me. They broke my heart and they didn't love me in the first place. This person manipulated me into making me feel I was not good enough. But now that I've had time to think about it, I've realized that I'm worth it. Okay, so what action person A will finally take towards person B or otherwise in your own life, person A, I'll open later. Let's go to the other side, see how person B is feeling about this now. So person B, how are you feeling? What's the Ace of Swords in reverse? Oh, they are feeling very disappointed. They feel they wish they had not lied. They wish they had invested earlier. This person was sitting in their ego, in their pride, in their, whatever. They could have lied, not put in the investment. Now, the devil in reverse always happens. Now they've recognized what they did. They broke their person's heart. They broke their person's heart. This person lied, they cheated, they held back, they had other things to do or other people to meet. They've realized that person A has now turned their back. Now they're wondering, how do I now make them, how do I regain my reputation with them? It's almost like that, this was the perfect partner. This was the person I could have had a 10 of cups with. Like, how do I now erase the memories of all the toxicity that I have brought upon this connection? Why do you feel this way, person B? Tell me. Chariot in reverse, because now things have halted. Oh no. See, this person now wants to take action. They want to take action if this person was confused or they were in another connection or they were wanting to keep their options open. They have now figured out that person A was always the right choice. They've made up their mind, but now it's like, oh, I miss them. Will they accept an offer from me now? Because none of the other options are looking that good anymore. They're not happy either. Now they are recognizing that this was a true partnership. This was a perfect equal give and take. Now they want it. Six of Pentacles. They want to make things right. If this person was, like I said, in two different directions, which one do I want? They have chosen the path. But the problem here is that the other person is no longer maybe even waiting for them. Right? Now it's like, I want to rebuild, but because of their past player ways and, their past actions, now they are stuck. Now they are lonely, they are stuck, they are missing person A, they are spying on the other person, maybe trying to find out if the other person is still wanting commitment with them. Do they even want me back in their life? I've lost out on the best person in my life. So tell me then, person B, how do you see the connection currently? How do you see person A right now? How do you feel about this connection? Ace of Wands in reverse. What's the Ace of Wands in reverse? Okay, I know you lied, you cheated, I know that. It's like, how do I now come back? It's almost like they'll have to eat their words. I think there was a card here which said that it's like telling you now that I need you will be the hardest thing I'll ever have to do, because now they may just end up looking like a loser. All the mind games they played, now they feel they will have to look like a loser. They are very, very frustrated right now. They feel the lack of love in their life. They want to come out of this place that they find themselves in. They're feeling blocked. They're feeling hopeless. Why? Okay, this card came out sideways, so I'm going to put it back. Why are you feeling hopeless? The card actually was suggesting they're worried. Person A may have found new love by now, but I'll try again. Why the Star card in reverse? Why are you feeling so hopeless? One more. They feel they don't have a chance anymore. Yeah, or they don't have the courage. They don't have the courage because they lied. It's like, how do I go back to them with all that has been exposed about me? They lied about something. Now they are fearing, I'll get rejected. Now I'll be rejected. They feel the other person is no longer stressed on them, must be still very upset and angry with them, right? So anything else? Star card in reverse. Yep, now they are the ones sitting with the broken heart. They realize they ruined their reputation. I think that's what I feel. Okay, so let's see what actions you guys will take then, Gemini. I'm going to take another deck for this one. And while I shuffle this deck now, may I please remind you, if the storyline has been resonating, do let me know by tapping the thumbs up button or leaving a comment or both. And newcomers, repeating viewers, do like, share, subscribe to the channel. We welcome you in. Alright, so person A, I'm back with you now. Action from your end towards person B or otherwise in your own life. Ten of Cups. Do you want it with person B, or what's the Ten of Cups? What's the Ten of Cups for you, person A? I know you're in the nines. Hanged Man, Knight of Swords, Four of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, and the Five of Cups. So what you're manifesting now? I think person A did want a Ten of Cups with the other person. They did wait. They did wait for a long time. They were holding on to that hope for a long time. They were hoping that, the other person would recognize their worth, loves them, will return. But they've been very disappointed. They feel, what a waste of time. I just got left behind. Or, they felt lack when they figured out that all they wanted was passion and nothing else. Right now, I think person A is the one who's now manifesting a brand new life for themselves. They have picked up their confidence. They are looking better. They are looking, full of excitement for the future. And I have a feeling person A may just be in for a surprise. They may have two options coming in now. Maybe the past person reaches out and they find somebody else, because they are in for a long-term commitment. Give me one more. Yeah, I told you. This person may have to make a choice very soon. Person B may be trying to reach out. Let's see, we'll go to their side and find out. But they may have another option coming in as well. Okay, so they're going to be in a Ten of Cups connection one way or the other. So person B, what about you? What's your action towards person A or otherwise in your own life? Empress, yes. Person B says, I cannot find anyone better than person A. This is, they are incomparable. This is the person I see my future to be. And yes, this person may be reaching out. They may be reaching out. They may just send a message or something just when person A is maybe starting something new with somebody else. So it could it's going to switch. Person A is going to be the one who'll be stressed out because they have two options now. Because I think they did love person B. They did love person B till they recognized that, they don't love me. But I love them. I was hoping for a Ten of Cups with them. So tell me, person B, why the Empress in your actions? Why the Empress? Why the Empress for your action? Seven of Cups, Nine of Cups, Temperance, and the King. Yes, they are coming. Definitely, they want to change things around. This person is heavily thinking, fantasizing about person A, recognizing that if person A could come back in their life, it would make all their dreams and wishes come true. They want to heal this connection and they want to have a chat. They may just be sending a message very soon. So I think it's person A who's going to be then. Oops, who do I choose now? Okay, tell me about the Two of Pentacles, Spirit. Two of Pentacles for Gemini's overall energy. Two of Pentacles. Emperor, okay. The Chariot, the World, and the Page of Swords, and the Fool. So there is going to be a third party situation of a different kind now. Okay, so now what I'm feeling is somebody here is coming saying, I'm coming to claim my Empress. I'm the Emperor, I'm coming to claim the Empress. They want a brand new chapter, right? But right now, I think the other person who found out information could be heading off in a new direction for themselves. Okay, so that's what I have for you then, gems. Till next time then, love and light. Take care. Namaste.